Hello YouTube, I'm back with the next Modern Opponent review, and today I'm reviewing The Legend of Everfree. So if you haven't seen this movie, do not go any further. I will guarantee you there will be spoilers in this. I may not spoil the whole thing, because it's all going to be based on memory, as this movie was, last year, sometime last year, late last year, or something like that. I know most of us have seen this movie, at least once, maybe more than that if we really enjoyed it. I know I got to see it twice, I was reviewing it for my website, so. But I know at least one person has not seen it. And he's the one that gave me the information regarding the last video I did, the 15-20 minute long rant that I did last week. But yeah, let's just get into the movie. It was pretty decent. I would say it improved over Friendship Games. A lot more interesting things happened. Definitely threw me for a loop a couple times. I mean, there were things you think, oh, maybe they're going to do something with this. They're going to... Because, I mean, the whole legend, the whole, folklore thing that they had a story they told. They ended up having Timber Spruce seem to have something going on, and the characters picked up on that, but it wasn't quite, there was not enough information to say yes or no. But then we get into detail. We get to see Timber Spruce, actually, and Gloriosa go in a cave. As it would turn out, there are 3 mysterious orbs in there that and even at this point, Gloriosa ends up going, this is kind of where the big point of the movie is. This is how we get our villain here, and the villain's pretty awesome as it is. I mean, not even the main 6 as humans have immediate ways of getting out of it. I mean, I think they had to resort to the elements of harmony as a whole. That just goes to show you the villains are quite powerful. It's not like they can just start throwing punches at it, like literal punches at the villain and knock them out in one hit and be done with it. They actually struggle with this. I mean, assuming that the villain is Gaia Everfree, it's kind of hard to tell because they don't recall that they actually specifically confirmed that's who she is. They're just going on the fact that this is sort of a corrupted version of Gloriosa herself. I mean, the villain, when they showed the villain as in the folklore, the story, that was pretty cool. She was looking, I mean, she wasn't as, probably was, I don't know. She was pretty decent, but I think the story version, the one that they did towards the beginning, that was, like, when they were just telling, like, campfire stories, and she wasn't as good. I guess she was quite interesting. She was interesting for sure. But I think she should, I don't know. The songs weren't all that great. But The Legend You Were Meant to Be was the catchiest song of the movie, hands down. I have to say, I definitely recommend that song. Unfortunately, it's at the very end, but luckily they kept it. And that was in the trailer, so that's awesome. At least they kept that. They didn't change anything around. But I definitely was thrown for a loop a couple times. It was kind of interesting to see the characters. They even have sort of the magic they have at the campsite is throwing everything for a loop, literally. I mean, because Sunset Shimmer has her own powers. She can basically see into thoughts. I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, what threw me for a loop was Sunset Shimmer, the voice she had. I did not expect that at all. And this also has other characters that we didn't see in other movies. We had Filthy Rich was in this. He was the only one that was actually from the original show to be humanized at this point. I don't think there was anyone else in the movie from the original show that hadn't been done before. I mean, we've had, we've had others in the past that were introduced. I think Maud was in the second. No, it was the third. No, it's definitely, yeah, it was the second. Because the third one, she was more on the other Twilight, the science Twilight, if you will. We get to see her back again. I mean, definitely, you look at, and that brings up the other point of, in the beginning when Science Twilight is actually kind of, she remembers Midnight Sparkle. I think that name is totally stupid. It's probably one of the dumbest names I've ever come up with. I mean, I'm glad, yes, there are worse names in the franchise, but, I mean, it doesn't really have anything to do with anything. It just sounds stupid. And you said, I mean, there's no correlate. The name has nothing to do with who she is really at all, as far as we're aware. And we do get to see her, though. I mean, although she really does not impact the storyline at all. Just I mean, she appears as a dream the first time around, more of a nightmare, really. And then later on, I think she ends up being... She almost appears. I think we get a close-up, and then she gets... I mean, Science Twilight actually... Yeah, even that name's... That name at least makes a little more sense. I don't think it's the official name. She's still Twilight Sparkle, quote-unquote. But at least that makes sense, because she's a little different. She's not the same Twilight Sparkle from... That came to Equestria... That came to the... Catch-A-Lot High, in the first two movies. She's different as a whole, although Hasbro ends up using the same image, so she basically makes her look almost exactly alike. Exactly like that Twilight, anyway. But that one at least makes sense. I mean, you're considering... She's definitely different. She definitely has a little more science-y look to her, especially since I think we see her towards the end of Friendship Games. I think, as I recall, she actually has some... You can see some science-y type experiment or something going on. But, you know, I'd say this is definitely a definite improvement over Friendship Games. I don't think it's quite as good as Rainbow Rocks. Rainbow Rocks is probably awesome. I mean, the villains were awesome kind of throughout. They were there the entire movie. We didn't see Gloriosa until, halfway through the movie, maybe, somewhere in there. And as I said, of course, that one song, Legend Be Legendary Meant to Be, that is awesome. Definitely give that a listen. I know I heard it. I was like, holy crap, this is good. I mean, it starts out awesome as it is. I think it's unlike most of the songs you would expect Friendship is Magic to actually have. But, you know, it was interesting. I had a little story within a story. Because, I mean, we had a little backstory regarding the camp and regarding sort of, I mean, the past involving Filthy Rich and Gloriosa and regarding the camp. It's like, get this money or else type of scenario. And they do. Let's see. Anything else I want to say? I think I covered most of the movie as a whole. I think I might as well throw in my 2 cents on the upcoming episodes, the specials, as well as the movie. The movie's out in like a couple months anyway, so. I was looking at the episodes. I wasn't sure whether they were actually episodes. I mean, I saw it was apparently just the song. It was the song was in Polish, but was dubbed over with the English audio. It's not really dubbed over, really. But since apparently they're full-length episodes, I'll definitely give them a shot. I mean, Equestria Girls has proven to be the better of the two versions of My Little Pony in this, you know, versus the show, Friendship is Magic, and the movies. The movies have proven to be better for me as a whole, especially nowadays. The movie, on the other hand, we don't really have a whole lot to go on. We've gotten a teaser, which is literally not telling us anything. Doesn't tell us anything about storyline. Doesn't. And granted, yes, it shouldn't give away the whole thing, but should at least give us something to go, oh wow, this looks good, or I don't really care for that. We don't have anything. The only thing I have is, oh, it's coming. It's got this big fancy logo and new artwork, which I'm not really fond of either one, to be honest. I mean, the artwork just looks awkward. I mean, it's sort of like. I mean, granted, yes, I think it was the producer of that teaser said things didn't quite go as planned. I'm just not so sure. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out. I mean, I guess we've got a villain somewhere in there. We don't quite know. We don't have enough pieces to, I mean, we got the sea ponies, which are really mer ponies, literally mer ponies, because they're ponies with mermaid tails, not, you know, seahorses, you know, ponies with seahorse tails. That's kind of where the name comes from, but Hasbro, of course, is insistent on keeping them sea ponies, even though there's a completely obvious difference. Yeah, don't let them fool you. They're not sea ponies, they are mer ponies. Literally. That's what their name, I mean, look up the two of them together. I mean, we saw sea ponies in G1. These look nothing like that. I really wish Hasbro would get their stuff together. But really, the specials, which are going to take place during the hiatus of Season 7, yes, we know that's coming. That's in mid-June. It's about 2 weeks away, a little over 2 weeks away. Those, I guess, I'll be looking forward to. Probably reviewing those as well when they actually get, you know, released. We already know one song. Song's alright. So there's probably a song in each of the 3 specials, and I think they may have some connection to the movie or something. I don't know. But yeah, not a whole lot to say on the movie. We haven't really been given a whole lot. Mostly just characters and obviously there's been a lot of merchandise. I'm really hoping that they're not saving the good stuff for the movie because that's putting your all eggs in one basket and that's always a bad decision. It rarely ever works out in the end. I mean, it could go over well. This could be an awesome movie. I really hope it is because in fact they have all this merchandise and I think they hope it is. I mean, they have all this merchandise out for something that isn't even released yet. Seems kind of dumb, to be honest. I mean, at least things like Frozen and stuff like that, they had merchandise after the movie was released. That's how you're supposed to do it. No sense in actually, because most people are going to go, okay, what is this? Oh, there's a movie. Most people are probably going to look at that and go, oh, there's merchandise? Why haven't I heard of the such and such movie being released on this yet? It's a lot easier when you go, oh yeah, I saw this movie. This was awesome. It's nice to have merchandise too. I want this. Not really an incentive to buy merchandise for a movie that isn't even out yet. And I think the merchandise is close to being out yet, if it isn't already. But it's definitely being listed on Amazon. It's being listed on the Hasbro website, I think. I mean, it was listed. It was revealed at the Toy Fair earlier this year. I don't know. I'm just not seeing the appeal yet. Maybe when we get the first trailer, we'll get something good out of it. I don't know when that's going to come. We haven't gotten anything yet, as far as I'm aware. But I guess it's an interesting take on what was versus Friendship is Magic. It's neither Equestria Girls nor the regular Friendship is Magic show. It's a bit different. I'm hoping the style may turn on me, so it'll actually be better. I'll actually like it. But so far, we've got nothing to go on. So I thought I'd throw those in as well, just because they were kind of related and were coming up. So that's my review on the 4th Equestria Girls movie, the 3 Equestria Girls shorts, well we know, and of course the movie, the upcoming movie. Thanks for watching.